Ejasitunga in our communities who are in abject poverty, they have remained in that cycle. Chana sentunga baka ibakur, okay? Itunga ngun ngesi kotona itama ikonai, ale munu kesida osibata bali kotai ikunyunete. Baka in statistics be akai sakanya urane kanyangon anu akwatata. Ngesi chana sikopani. Again uko lapo the poor. Kwani balo on 39% of the what? The poor. Konya ni bore na baka ibichani ye neja kwesi. Ido pibore. Agera na agera ementa limo kiningo bala ngal bala dia. Ponisha ni kinso konya ampo no tachai. Ichesa ne limo oloto mauta achowa. Igete betunga ngistibe inyobe jai. Ejesa iningi lukumini kanyi. Kerache wani nani jitu no nyuno gen jeto sama chiwa. Nan bejo kuna. Pamusi buni.
Ada kala sang ogede bukwa yen mo ngodi Christian to mna reda. Obong jana yema ke yema gera e chaboy ora yema salwajo.
Mere o misiri ngine ngarte bera.
Ngarte bar peite mai do kere ajuno adere.
So and these young people. So Muzei tells me that our time we go to the garden, work hard. The plow, is it we have ox plow here. By midday, the ox plows will be left to go home. But we have to go back, like for weeding the other parts of the garden which has been growing. And in the garden, they will have roasted groundnuts. And for us, we drink adere. Adere is the calabash with marua. So you sit under the mango tree, you drink, and back to the garden until 4 or 6 p.m. Now you come back and eat your magira or gobia or whatever until the next day. And Apollo, apart from Najasi Nyamata. I don't know why you're looking okay. You're looking well.
Mama Jalana. Dobo Babangor Bobo, Regally Luciana. So I caused the Mama Policy. Electoral attack and I do Takadu, a loita, a sweet my do, a Bunico remember Jello Sapata. Now they remember the Sapa, Yakakwana.
Okay.
A rare do it.
Okay. For them, they used to have excess food. And people used to eat like a family. But that food was never sold. You had to have a granary, put excess. And then now the other excess, you keep that. And children were healthy because they didn't have they didn't know how to buy food anyway. That's what he's saying in summary.
Irayolo ijala peo. Ama metene. No kana person mo godalo. Ai ben na nyungare. So he's telling me, they used to have cassava which would go for years and people would eat. But in this day, 6 months, people begin plucking out the cassava and they're already selling it. So hungers come in because there's no perennial crop in this place.
My name is Selina Dioni. I'm a teacher in Abilarok Primary School, that is Obatata Sub-County, Kibale County, Alisa District. The money the government is giving us is not enough to help us. More so in paying school fees, doing those other things. So I have my sheep. I have a small project of sheep. At the time I started buying, I bought each at around 120,000. So I bought 3 of them. When I bought 3 of them, they gave birth. One had 2, the other one 1, and another one 2. Right now, they are around 8. So now, at least I have some hope there that even when, because sometimes the salary can delay. When salary delays, when I have a problem, maybe when my child falls sick, at least I can sell 1. Even paying school fees, because I've got my brothers and sisters who are still at school. I have hope there. Also, I have some few hens, but only that the challenges we get as teachers when we are staying in the school compound. Sometimes you find even people in the community, they complain that people are, for you people, you are earning government money, you even want to keep things there. So we find that challenging. We fail to know what do we do now. So I don't know if maybe the government sometimes could also try to educate those the mass, the community, that they would at least allow us to be rearing some of the animals, only that we don't damage the compound. Like me, I have my sheep, but I don't bring them out when children are there, when people start school. Even I have some 2 cows. The time I started rearing those cows, they had planted trees, because at first I had goats. When that project of planting trees at school came, they told me they don't want the goats because really goats damage the trees, and which is true. So I changed I sold the goats, I added that money, I bought 1 cow, and I got the sheep. But I've been careful, even the cow dung of the cows. I make sure when they dump it there, I have to remove. I don't have to leave it in the compound because I know it might affect the pupils. So that is how I try with life. It has changed my life, like the hens. At least when salary delays, not even only because the money, like me, I have a loan in the bank. I get the balance of the money I get is very small. So when I don't have a source, at least I can slaughter 1. Maybe when there is a barrel somewhere, I can sell at least. Or even with the cows, like last time, one of my animals had given birth. Since these days land is a problem, people, you just keep on hiring. So I sold one of the calves and I hired at least a piece of land that I have I put cassava such that I have what to eat. I hear the parish development model, they are first of all starting with those people who are really badly off. Yes. So they don't count us there. But if that chance was there, I would now, like now the sheep that I have, I would now increase the number, and also that money I would use buying some sheep and also some money putting for them shelter, because I don't have to leave them moving just around there. If that chance comes, if I get, I think I will do better. With even the hens, I would improve by putting that poultry house, because right now I don't have it.
Yeah.
Jessica, I come from Mora district. In Atoto sub-county, even the parish is Atoto. So that project of mine has helped me on the side of paying fees. When I get my smaller salary at the end of the month, if I need some top-up, I sell one of them and I add on my school fees, I pay schools of my children. And even sometimes I eat, like chicken, I eat them. Balanced diet. Even eggs, for me, I rarely buy eggs. When they lay eggs, I pick, if they lay maybe 15, 20, I pick some for I eat, I leave others for them also to hatch out. So even sometimes I do part of agriculture, even agriculture the same. I grow my crops, still I sell, I make life go. It cannot, like me, while I'm managing mine, you have to give time. By the time of teaching, maybe sometimes break time. When they say break time, gilling, come out, make sure you feed the pigs. If it's a lunch time, still squeeze that lunch time, feed the pigs like that. So it needs time, it needs commitment. If you are not hard working, you cannot make these things run at the same time. Teaching it, you cannot. Where I come from, I'd also try to register to become one of the members in the Parish Model. They say, teachers, you're financial okay, you don't want it. They just me from the group. Now, I don't know whether the government can help us also as teachers to have our own Parish Model and also improve. I don't know.
Okay. That is good.